What's going on, everyone? We're about to kick off. We're about to start up. Give me one sec. And boom, there we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and of course, ridiculousness. And man, oh man, holy crap. I am honestly speechless after I have chills. I got teary-eyed. I got emotional. No lie, this episode has a lot going for it. Obviously, there is a huge reveal in there that we will talk about when it comes time, but my God, they wrapped this season up in a super emotional way. Like, I'm curious if you people in the chat right now got as emotional as I did. My eyes are a little teary-eyed. Yeah, Cody, holy crap, man. Whoo, I got chills. Look at this. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before we get into this, obviously, welcome to JBuck Studios. All that stuff, like this channel for reviews, reactions, Star Wars recaps, first-time watch reactions, all sorts of stuff. Let's just get into it. Spoiler-free. This episode was by far the most emotional one I think we have gotten through Season 1 and Season 2. By far, everything in this just hit so well. Peyton Reed, being the director of this, did something special because not only is there tension and suspense, but it's this emotional toll. It's this bond of two characters that you just see. Like, the song Sarah McLachlan's I Will Remember You was just playing during that last scene. I absolutely love this episode because it was so goddamn, again, emotional. It brought back nostalgia. It brought back Mando and Grogu, their relationships, all of this stuff. Yes, people in the chat are saying that they cried. I got emotional. I just want to talk about, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go right to the end of the reveal. We'll loop around and we'll probably talk about that again. But that very end reveal. Now, I had a bet going around that Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order would be the one that shows up and gets Grogu. I assumed from the glyphs in a couple episodes ago when he was talking, or reaching out to the other Jedi, calling to them, I did think it might have been Cal. But I was wrong. I think everyone was wrong. I don't think anyone out there expected this to happen. But we see an X-Wing fly out of nowhere onto Moff Gideon's starship, and someone in a cloak gets off that X-Wing. And if we're familiar with Star Wars, who rides around in an X-Wing? Who wears a cloak? Who has a goddamn green lightsaber? Holy shit, people! Luke Skywalker shows up in this episode, wrecking shop through all of these dark trooper droid things. We see him finally what he has sort of become after Return of the Jedi and before of Force Awakens, the sequel trilogy. Like, what we get here is him going, essentially it resembled in my mind to that same scene of Vader going down the hallway of Rogue One, chopping up all of these droids, using the lightsaber and the Force. Like, when he Force scrunches that last one or crunches it, I was like, who the hell is this? Who is this going to be? Obviously, Luke Skywalker. No lie, when I saw that X-Wing and that green lightsaber and that gloved hand, I stood up and said, you have got to be effing kidding me. The 10-year-old child in me is so flipping happy right now. Luke Skywalker comes back, kind of saves the day. Obviously, he does save the day. But not only is it just Luke Skywalker, obviously they'd use some de-aging material and stuff. I was curious if they were going to get Sebastian Stan in here for that character. It was Mark Hamill. Somehow everyone kept this quiet. Mark Hamill is actually in this as Luke Skywalker. They de-aged him down. I will say that the de-aging looked a little stiff at times, just the way that his mouth moved. But holy crap, yeah, Luke Skywalker is going to be in this series, or is in this series at somehow, in some capacity, because he takes Grogu and they go off into the sunset, or the space set, or the moon set, essentially. So Grogu is going to be trained by Luke Skywalker. That's essentially how this episode ends, of Luke showing up, R2 being there, the X-Wing, and Grogu going off into the arms of one Luke Skywalker. Literally, I was emotional. I was teary-eyed. I am still in disbelief right now. I cannot believe that seriously happened. Like, everyone in the chat, oh my gosh. Like, what did you guys think? Looney Ben is saying the after credit scene. Was there an after credit scene? I don't know. I might have missed that. But holy crap, yeah, Luke Skywalker, crazy. Before we get into, obviously I had to talk about that first because that was absolutely crazy, and that was the first thing that was on my mind. Wrapping it back to the front of the beginning of the episode, it does feel like it's, getting the group back together, kind of the seven samurai and whatnot of this episode, and it was them doing all of these crazy things and fun stuff. Looney Ben is saying that what was the post-credit scene? Watch the after credits, new Boba Fett series in after credit scene. What the heck? Okay, let me bring this up. I did not know this. Breaking news, apparently. Let's see. Disney Plus. Oh my gosh, just finished it. It's insane. Holy crap. Maybe I missed something here, people. Are you guys fucking with me? Bo-Katan fine. Hold on. I gotta see this for myself. I am in disbelief right now. You all almost look like Pedro Pascal. Dude, okay, a bunch of people keep saying that today, so that's crazy. One thing I will say that's crazy is when he took his helmet off for Grogu, I thought that was very cool and very emotional. Let's see here. Oh, shit. There's a post-credit scene. Oh, my Jesus Christ, how much is there? Okay, I gotta play this right now because I did not even know that this was a thing. Holy crap. Give me 1 sec because I think I can pull this up on stream. I gotta watch this because I had no clue that this was a thing. People in the chat, let me know how you thought or felt about this episode because this was, again, absolutely bananas for myself. Bananas in pajamas. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, transition. Let's see if this works. Okay, I have not seen this, so we're gonna play it. Okay, so the Mandalorian. Okay, this is post-credit scene, people. I have not seen this. Jabba's palace. That guy's really fat. Wow, that guy's really fat. Gunfire. More gunfire. What is this? Speaking Huttese. Luke was sus, yes. Okay, what is happening? Fennec? Okay, Fennec's kicking some ass right now. Bib Fortuna, yeah, Bib Fortuna, thank you. Twi'lek. Yeah, Bib Fortuna definitely put on some weight. Is this Boba? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Okay, he's laughing. Okay. Oh, no, no! Is he gonna take over for him? Wait a minute. No! No! Holy fucking shit! The Book of Boba Fett! Oh my gosh, it's coming next year! Okay, I legit thought you guys all were joking. I am speechless. I legit thought you guys were joking. Thank you so much for letting me know that there was a post-credit scene. Holy crap. Okay, we're going to have to talk about that after this episode, but holy crap. Okay. Holy crap. Wait, so is The Mandalorian done? No, I believe that they have seasons 3 and 4 left. But holy crap, the Book of Boba Fett. Why? How did oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you so much for the chat for letting me you know what? Let's just talk about that because I'm so scatterbrained. The Book of Boba Fett. So, obviously at the Disney investor meeting this last week, they announced a bunch of new Star Wars content coming our way. They did, however, leave out this Boba Fett series that had been rumored and people had said that had been shooting and whatnot. And apparently right there from this goddamn end thing, the Book of Boba Fett is going to be that Boba Fett series that's coming obviously next year and whatnot. So, where do you think that's going to go? What do you think's going to happen? I mean, obviously it looks like he goes back to Tatooine and, Boba he got his revenge on a fat Bib Fortuna. Fennec is still hanging out with him because it's kind of his lackey for saving her life and everything. But Boba is essentially going to be, from what it looks like, the new crime lord on Tatooine. I mean, I'm sold for it. Oh my gosh, if they go about this and do a Boba Fett series that is essentially like an underbelly bounty hunter, gritty, darker series, I am so there for it. I'm curious though, the Book of Boba Fett, does that mean that, okay, one, it's a limited series, but two, does it mean that it's going to explore the life of Boba Fett? Not just him now, but is it going to be him throughout his life? Like maybe before we see him in Empire Strikes Back, him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, and then him maybe dealing with some other stuff after the fact. I'm curious for sure. But my God, where do you guys... Yeah, some people in the chat are saying Boba Fett, the Godfather. That's exactly what that end shot looked like. Let me try to bring that up again for all of you. Wow. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Holy crap. Boba Fett, crime lord, Fennec just sitting there drinking on his throne. So Boba is gonna be kicking some ass next year, next December. I'm curious, though, if that is going to take the place of Mandalorian next year, and we're going to get a year off from Mandalorian, or Mandalorian is going to drop maybe a little bit further in the year, but it does look like Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, we are getting next December 2021. Who knows what's going to go on for there? But let me track back to this episode. So yeah, definitely this episode felt like it was kind of like a Seven Samurai kicking ass. You know, Boba Fett's doing his thing. Fennec is helping out. Bo-Katan and Sasha Banks' character, we went and got them back to bring them into the mix, and they're setting up this whole diversion. and then Mando's going off to save the child. And I really like the way that this all played out. I will say, though, that the CGI of a few things in this episode felt a little because where the ship was going through the port, which it was really cool to see the TIE fighters just explode out of there. I thought that was really cool. But when the ship is coming back in, it definitely felt like the CGI was a little clunky, along with some of the dark troopers, the droids or dark droids, essentially. But yeah, I will say some of you guys in the chat are saying that the CGI or the deep fake technology on Luke Skywalker did look a little rough. And I'm not gonna, make any excuses for that. It did look like it was a little but it's because they actually got Mark Hamill back. If you look and watch the credits, yeah, Mark Hamill it was Luke Skywalker. Chaden in the chat, thank you so much. Season 3 is confirmed for Christmas 2021. So it looks like we're gonna be having Boba Fett, and the book of Boba Fett is probably a movie. Interesting. Well, if so, that's even crazier. That if Boba Fett is a movie and Mando is coming next year, we're gonna have a lot of content for sure. Yeah, what the heck is the book of Mando or Boba? Let me know what you guys kind of think is going to happen. But they're rescuing Grogu. They're doing this plan, getting rid of the dark troopers, all of that stuff. The scene where the women, essentially, like Bo-Katan, Sasha Banks, Fennec, and Cara Dune, are just kicking ass, blowing away stormtroopers and other Imperial officers, I thought was really cool, and really just showed how brooding force they were and whatnot. The thing is, though, that I really enjoyed was all of them had different blasters, and each of them had different sound effects. Like the sound design or the attention to detail here, I thought was absolutely wonderful. So cool when they're just kicking ass, get to the bridge, all of that stuff. But then Mando is off doing his own thing. Let's see here. So if Grogu is with Luke and going to learn in the school, he's destined to get murdered by Kylo Ren, right? I mean, maybe he might. I don't know, because the thing is, we don't see Grogu. Maybe that's why Luke is so, a curmudgeon old man, because little baby Grogu got axed off and whatnot. But continuing with this episode, when I think one of the coolest highlights of this is when Mando is almost getting his ass kicked by one of these dark droids or dark troopers, because his head is getting smashed into the wall beat after beat after beat, and this guy is like not letting up. This essentially space Star Wars Iron Man character. It honestly, the robots did kind of look like they were Rock'em Sock'em robots from Real Steel. That kind of took me out of the episode a little bit. But Mando getting one over on the robot, but then when he meets up with Moff Gideon, was a scene that I thought was very weird. Because God, I keep mixing up the names. Moff Gideon felt a bit out of character where, hey, we got the blood from Grogu, we don't need him anymore, which obviously I think is going to tie into the Emperor and cloning and how we get Snoke and all of that stuff in the prequel trilogy. That's kind of what I gathered from getting the blood or the M count, essentially, from Grogu there. But yeah, Moff Gideon felt a little off in this episode. I mean, not the performance, just kind of the motivations and the way he was kind of weaving through, misdirecting and whatnot. The Darksaber fight with him and the Mando was really cool, though, where, he's just slashing at him. And obviously we find out at the beginning of the episode that pure Beskar is completely resistant to lightsaber, which is awesome to know. But then obviously that ties in with the fact of that spear that he got a couple episodes ago. So he's just kicking ass, going back and forth with Moff Gideon, but gets one over on him. And that's kind of where our episode ends, where they get to the bridge, they do their thing there, and I don't know, Moff Gideon, I think that he's going to be captured, or he's captured. Cara Dune is probably going to put him in prison or a compound somewhere. But the thing is, I guarantee that they're going to break him out of that compound. That's just kind of the feeling that I'm getting from that for sure. Let's see here. Some people are saying I just watched Empire. This episode was a train wreck. I don't know, man. I've really enjoyed it for sure. Chewbacca when Han Solo, Luke Skywalker cameo in the Book of Fett. He's holding a grudge still, you think? That would be, honestly, that would be really cool to get Chewbacca and Han potentially in the Book of Boba series, or the movie, I guess. Curious on where that's going to really go. Yeah, I liked kind of where this ended, because the thing is, the ending with Luke showing up, obviously, which was absolutely emotional, groundbreaking, awesome. That green lightsaber finally in action and everything. But the emotion between Grogu and Mando, when they see each other and they're like, "Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me." All of that stuff. I thought that was, again, a very great touch that they did, where Mando takes his helmet off and has that moment with Grogu finally at the end of the episode. And it's kind of like, hey, buddy, I've been along with you for this whole time, this whole journey, and I just have to let you go. You know, this is your destiny. You got to go off. We can still maybe be friends. I'll text you, something like that. So I thought that they did a great job of really shooting that, the emotional beats, the music, everything really worked in that scene to show the emotion and how far Mando would go to get Grogu back and make sure that he was safe. So that was really cool how that all tied up and everything like that. And obviously Grogu is going off with Luke Skywalker. A lot of you guys in the chat are asking about the dark saber, and that's one thing that I didn't realize was part of the lore or part of Bo-Katan and Mandalore, where you have to win. Essentially, it's like a wand in Harry Potter, where you have to win the duel, and then this lightsaber is then yours. And Mando got one over on Moff Gideon, therefore the dark saber is now Mando's, even though Bo-Katan wants it for Mandalore to rule the throne, all of that stuff. So that's the thing, is how is that going to play out? Are they still going to be buddy-buddy? Is there going to be a rift between them, essentially? Because Bo-Katan, at that end of the episode, did not look happy about the fact that Mando now has the darksaber. The guy has so many weapons and gadgets. He has a jetpack, he has a rocket, he has arm things, he has a spear made out of Beskar. Now he has the darksaber. This guy is literally a video game just kicking ass. Hey, Jen, what's going on, Jen? Thank you so much for tuning in and talking about some Star Wars with us. Yeah. I'm curious if we're going to find out how Moff Gideon did get the darksaber and stuff, and kind of where he's going to go after this, if he's going to be a character moving forward or completely forgotten about. But yeah, Bo-Katan, I think she will definitely play into Season 3, along with Sasha Banks' character, to kind of... I think Season 3 is going to potentially be something with the darksaber. Maybe we'll get Cal Kestis in there as well. Like, let me know in the chat what your guys' guys and gals' theories of Season 3 of Mando is going to be. Because, I mean, a big part of this was him protecting the child, him protecting Grogu. And from what this ending looked like, that is done. That is over with. Mando has essentially served his purpose. And obviously, at the very end, Fennec and Boba Fett are now done as well, because they helped the child get back to Mando. So therefore, that opens up that whole Book of Boba Fett a series and everything like that. So crazy stuff. Thank you everyone that's in the chat as well. Yeah, be active in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are, kind of where that's gonna go. There's some interesting tension between Mando and Bo-Katan, though. I can't wait to see what it leads up to. That's definitely what I'm gonna see, is like right there at the end, where Bo-Katan gives him the look of kind of like, you can't just give me this lightsaber. You can't give me the darksaber. I have to kind of win it from you. So is it going to be a friendly duel, or is he going to go off and become the emperor, or not the emperor, but the head of Mandalore? I think they'll all return to Mandalore. So yeah, potentially Mandalorian, or Mando rather, is going to team up with Bo-Katan and Sasha Banks' character and go back to Mandalore. And maybe some people are saying in season 3, maybe the revival of Mandalore, which could be really cool to see. I know people who are fans of Clone Wars and Rebels, you got a bit of taste of that and everything. So if they return there in live action and kind of build that back up, because that, again, is what Bo-Katan is going for. I mean, Mando is very much always going for the religion of the foundlings and everything. So it could be a thing where he finally finds his place and revives this lost and kind of forgotten religion of all of these Mandalorian, which would be really cool for sure. Scott is saying, so looking forward to Book of Boba Fett and Darksaber reunification of Mandalore. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like is what is going to happen with this series, potentially season 3, and who knows where season 4 is going to go. But you guys have convinced me that season 3 will probably go back to Mandalore, where Mando, I guess now, since he has the Darksaber, he's going to be the rightful throne of Mandalore. But it could also be a thing where Bo-Katan is kind of along for the ride, and there's a rift between them. It could be, a bad thing. Who really knows? Hopefully, though, fingers crossed, that is kind of the main central point of Mandalore or season 3. But there's also a bigger mission at hand. I'm curious. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I guess I am just completely curious on where everything is going to go. But this episode was just shock after emotional beat, after something really cool, after some shocking moment, twist and turn, surprise. I think the biggest takeaway, the biggest surprise for me, and I'm curious what you all in the chat have to say, what your biggest surprise of this episode was. It's 100% gotta be Luke Skywalker showing up. I don't count this post-credit scene as a scene of this episode because this is completely something else. If anything, that part of it is what I was freaking out about the most of the Book of Boba Fett being announced. But Luke Skywalker showing up, getting Grogu, doing all of that stuff. R2-D2 and Grogu having that kind of emotional moment of looking at one another because R2 obviously is with Luke all the time, but he probably recognizes Grogu as Yoda, like a little tiny Yoda, and he's like, hey, I know that guy. I'm going to beep, beep, beep at him. Very adorable, like what someone in the chat is saying. And Cody in the chat is saying that the X-Wing showing up was his favorite part. Yeah, it was really cool to see that show up, and I mean, honestly, just complete hype all around for that. I am on a Star Wars high right now. I am probably going to watch this episode right after I get done recording this or tomorrow morning when I wake up because it is late for me. But before I wrap this up, let me know your final thoughts of this episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, where you potentially see season 3 and 4 of The Mandalorian going, or even this glorious thing. Where do you think the Book of Boba Fett is going to go? Because this just looks awesome, of Boba being this crime syndicate lord, almost with looking like, again, someone said Scarface. We have Fennec over there. Whew, man. That just looks so goddamn awesome. I'm going to have to watch that scene over again because it was so cool. Someone is asking, is C-3PO going to make a cameo? Potentially. I don't know, because I'm assuming that he is with Leia at this time. And the thing is, are we going to get, if we got Luke Skywalker in this, are we going to get a potential Leia cameo as well? Like a de-aged Leia. That might be a bit of a stretch. But again, anything is possible. This whole Luke Skywalker thing was something that I don't think was leaked. I don't know if anyone really knew it. It was just absolutely insane. Yeah, some people, Marvin is jumping in here saying, just watch Luke's entrance again. Yeah, it is so goddamn awesome, that X-Wing flying up, but then him coming down that hallway with the dark robe and that green lightsaber. Like, no lie, when that green lightsaber showed up, I I peed a little bit. I think I peed a little bit in my pants, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I had tears in my eyes, and I had pee in my shorts. That's how excited I was for that reveal and whatnot. But, oh, man. Whew. The Book of Boba. I know some people in the chat are saying they wanted Ezra, but the thing is, I think in these future seasons, we could get Ezra showing up, but we also could get Cal from Jedi Fallen Order. I think that'd be a cool tie-in with some of the video games, some of the world, some of the lore, all of that stuff. But yeah, the CGI, yeah, before we go, Marvin is saying, yeah, for some reason the CGI threw him off. Yeah, I will be honest, the CGI wasn't the best. Wasn't the best for sure. Hopefully they can, do some crystal clear touch-ups and whatnot in the future seasons if they're going to be doing some of that de-aging stuff. But it does look like they kind of skimped on the budget a little bit. Again, I thought they would have maybe gotten Sebastian Stan as a young Luke Skywalker. But hey, that's what they're going to do. Let's see here. Dark Troopers stop pounding on the door when Luke lands. Reminds me of when Captain Marvel arrives in the final battle of Endgame. Yeah, awesome stuff. And then someone is saying Ezra could potentially show up in the Ahsoka series. Yeah, absolutely. I called Luke. Everyone told me Ezra. Cal is too much paperwork between EA, Respawn, and Lucasfilm. Yeah, potentially, but the thing is, Star Wars is owned by Disney, so they kind of have a say. They own everything. Again, it could be, who knows? Yeah, Cameron Monaghan. Maybe throw some makeup, age him up a little bit, because I think it's maybe a handful of years later. But I think that, yeah, you could definitely get him in there. I think it would be really cool for sure. I did think it would have been Cal showing up in this episode, but I was sorely wrong because old Luke Skywalker showed up. I mean, this was an emotional finish to season 2. I think this was a perfect finish to season 2 because not only does it close up kind of the storyline that we've gotten for season 1 and 2, but it also sets up so many cool things moving forward, as in the Book of Boba Fett. There's the Bo-Katan, there's Mando, there's Luke Skywalker with Grogu. Who really knows? But that is, wow, that is my emotional takeaway from this episode 8 or chapter 8, chapter 16, I guess, of Mandalorian season 2. Before I go, yeah, Marvin said the music was amazing. That's one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, is that techno futuristic music that they kind of combined with the movements of those dark trooper droids was something that I thought was so cool and fresh. Like, it was this really kind of gritty techno, but it fit Star Wars. Like, I thought it was really, really cool for sure. Don't go do a 24-hour challenge. Oh no, I can't do 24 hours. I was on a 4-hour podcast earlier, so I'm running on fumes right now, people, but thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Give me your final thoughts of this episode in the chat. I would be, I just want to hear all of you gush about how awesome Star Wars is and how much fun and nostalgic and great this episode was. Let me know in the chat. But if you're new to this channel, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the JBuck Studios channel, because I do a bunch of movie reviews, trailer reactions, fun recaps like this, and also first-time movie reactions. I also have a TikTok. You can follow me at JBuck Studios. I do a bunch of movie stuff and also comedy stuff over there as well. All sorts of cool stuff. I got to bring this image up one more time. God damn, look how good that image looks. Oh, man. Boba Fett, you dirty, dirty man. Whew. All right, people. Anyways, I am going to get out of here. I need to go to sleep. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all of that stuff. And without further ado, my God, let me know how many times you're going to watch this episode, because it was so gosh darn good. Anyways, like this video, subscribe to JBuck Studios channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.